Okay. We're totally made me forget about the bridge. Fire was pretty much out by then. What's this feeling? Suddenly I have a terrible cause of unease. It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less. You told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. Looks like... I feel like that new statement. Nick, I arrived at the bridge, and Nick showed up less than a minute later. Wait. Where did the bridge... Let's see. Lightning struck the sea bridge at 5 rounds passed between the fire starting and going out. No, I feel like there's something going on. Arrived at the bridge, and Nick showed up less than a minute later. I feel like there's something off about this, but I don't know what it is. What is it? There's something off. Arrived at the bridge. Okay. How long did it take? Let's stop and think about this. It took him about 5 minutes to get to there. Snow with occasional light snow. 7 to approximately 10:30. Lightning struck a dusky bridge at the bridge, and Nick showed up less than a minute later. So by the time he got to the bridge, it would have still been on fire. Lights rang out. I feel like the weather report does it. Snow, lightning, 10 to approximately 11. Lightning struck around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. I feel like this one is it. So you know what? I'm gonna take a guess. So, objection! It actually did work. I don't know why. It's just... your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. I don't know if I grasped it, but I somehow lucky guessed it. Something about the weather report contradicts that statement. Why? You make it sound like I'm sort of an alien, but your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. Oh, it was the time. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long did it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what is happening, correct? Yeah. Wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45. Oh! You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11. It all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. was when the murder occurred in Hazakota Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There's no way Larry could have encountered him at the Dusky Bridge at that time. So the time is off. Ah, excuse me, I have an objection. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Larry Stiaxinum. Gah! It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, I could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Mr. Francisca. The slope ahead is slippery. But there is no way that Wright could have been at the Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means, what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. The fact that he did not arrive. Not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. Yeah, I somehow knew something about the bridge dying down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. But Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth now, then. What happened during these missing 15 minutes? Eric! I feel like I just got brutally woken up by the toilet splashback. What? I guess I'm still sleeping after all. Ha ha, pinch me. Order, order, order. Ah! So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes and there is a phone right next to it. Why then do you not report the accident? Yes, witness, why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? And therein lies the problem. 1 second. I need to get my water. My water! I got an even bigger water bottle. I had to get rid of the old one because they were dirty as hell. But I got an even bigger one. Right after the bridge burned out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness did not even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. That's what it sounds like. And about this is Larry we were talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for this inaction. Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought, you've been playing with us the whole time. Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes. I mean, then say it! Very well, I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? The missing 50 minutes. What were you doing during that time? I'm Dioxinum. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipping up in a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I feeling I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized the flames had gone out, and then he came running up. Huh. I suppose artists can be strange folk. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch. Including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Archerth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially concerning the source. So why do you think you need to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. Haha! You'll regret this, Edgy. No, I won't. Alright, here we go. Jackson, I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Drawing? Hentai. Tell us, Larry. My name is Larry. Get it right! Mistakes like that are what keeping you from being popular with the ladies like I am. Just who exactly are you? I'm Luis Jackson, I'm apprentice extraordinaire. That's what he calls himself in any case. And you are an artist. Of course, I'm an artist, the real thing. Yet again, that's what he calls himself. Names mean nothing. There's only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing? That is a very big issue indeed. Sketching in front of the bridge. He was whipping up the frenzy of art. Hold it! Sketching. The burning bridge? The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What came with it? You want to hear this from my lips to you, Edgy? You overgot this. The sketch of mine. Yeah! Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. What indeed appears to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that this instant the sketch is revealed, the entire world may change depicted here. Leave it alone. Look at the sketch. Oh, God. Look at the sketch. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, even I couldn't have imagined it turned out like this. Imagine what? That Larry's next the about would take place here, today, like this. Ouch! Show it, now! Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Larry's Dioxinum. What? You frickin' Bob Rossed it right on the stand, didn't you? Well, this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma? Yes, well, it's better drawing than expected. Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Flying? Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate-looking figure? Oh, you spotted that? I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. But it's Iris, of course. Iris, I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan her for her future, you know? What would have happened to her if she just injured herself flying like that? Larry, please answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over the bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Are you high? That girl is really high up in the picture. If Larry was high, what kind of drugs would he be on? Wow, what was that for? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly. Actually, there is some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge. At least that it was really something. It was. So it's got to be some kind of mistake. Miss Richards, please bring the witness back down to earth. What? Me? This witness is your friend, is he not? Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. Let us get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. Miss Richards, they expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this morning. Well, what do you think of me to be peace? Get that thing away from me! Horrible sketch of what he saw the night of the crime. Now, hurry up and cross-examine him. So I got the drawing. What do I do with the drawing? Her white hood fluttering. I saw Iris flying. Her white hood fluttering. No! No. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. You said her white hood fluttering. But that's impossible, because I already have the white hood. I'll give you the whole dollar that it's the truth. If that's truly the case, then there's only one thing we can say for certain. What might that be? That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Wah! Folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim? Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was. The rundown check is quite away from the bridge. So this is what told me the floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris. The Iris is my darling hood. What? Wow! It seems there are bigger fools in the world than the one in the defense's bench. Larry, there's something you need to be aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing a hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight? What are you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What? Edgy! What's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you, Nick? You dog! Huh. Okay. I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight into the garbage. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha! What is it now, witness? It feels like I've been waiting for 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy. Today is the day I get to completely stupefy you. What? What is the meaning of your outpost, witness? I hate to have done this, but I do have some definitive evidence. Definitive? Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying across the burning ridge. And I, Mauricio Oxenham, shall prove it. I didn't expect to ask this again, but we should need your testimony once more. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in the sketch. It shows your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm gonna feed you a whole whopping serving of pain. You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time, trust me. proof that Iris flew. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was worried, so frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. I'm sure it was Iris simply wearing this. That Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Crystal sphere? This one! Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. That sphere, where did you find it? There. Let me see. Around here, somewhere. Looks alright. And it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's fine, okay? I want it back afterwards. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood. What? Blood? You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Didn't you want to be called Larice DX only a few minutes ago? Now you changed your mind. Every time you're in a bind. Okay. Now what? That sphere. Hold it! Who's already gone? So, you went to the burning bridge. That's right. To meet Iris. She actually flew to get to me. The least I could do was meet her halfway. But the defendant was down at the bridge when you got there, you say. I guess she went back to Hezekiah Temple. She's a girl. After all, she must have wanted to look her best. Must be lovely to live in the fantasy land of Larry's mind. Actually, it's so depressing that you can't even work up the energy to point. So what did you do next? I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over her. Hold it! Did you find her? So you searched all over her. So she was flying pretty high, you know? I thought maybe she slipped on her landing and got hurt. Hey, it was more than possible. Also, when I headed out to shack the first time, I was snacking on a banana. I was pretty sure I threw the peel away somewhere around there, so you know. Can one guy really be this stupid? So did you find any signs of her so-called landing? I don't really remember. I kept on falling over myself and kind of lost it for a while there. You fell over yourself. Yeah, the snow was deep and there was even a banana peel out there that you just threw away. Yup. There's stupid, and then there's Larry Butts. Short of it is that you didn't find any signs of her landing, correct? And what happened next? Banana! That's what happened next. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. Hold it! Half buried? I was sitting in the snow with a little gathered on top of it. It was very hard to spot, actually. I mean, it was dark out there, too. I was impressed. You did well to find it. No matter what you think, when you look at me, I'm a pro, a genius, security guard. I used a pen light I borrowed from my company to help in my search. And it sparkled really brightly as if it was saying, here I am to find me. It does indeed look very much like the crystal sphere on Iris's hood. But I need to remind you that she was not wearing a hood that night. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. Hold it! How did you know about the spare hoods? Each knight is assigned their own hood, and they are only assigned one. I don't know anything about that, okay? Iris is special. Alright, dude. Even if she did steal a spare hood, I'll forgive her. It's getting us nowhere. Our destination for the day, it seems. However, this crystal sphere was found near the bridge. That is a fact. It didn't come from a hood. Where could it have come from? I think I knew where it came from. That is a question I have to answer. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Well, you could very well be wrong. Which means at least the Exodon could also have a solo. Objection! Larry, that night there was someone. Someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who? Who's a stupid idiot? Miss Alicia Exodon. The mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I have a photo of her here. And on the end of her staff you can see a familiar looking crystal sphere. Hey, that's my photograph. Give her back. Ouch! A crystal sphere looking like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like that on my brooch. They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found on the scene of the crime. Ah, the crystal sphere is gone! What? 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 Just what does it mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris after all. She was not wearing a hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere of sound on the line of sight was not hers either. So it was actually Elise that flew? That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim in this, Elise. A fool alongside another fool, and a fool's a foolish conclusion. First of all, the sketch, which I prefer to call a squirrel, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. You cannot do that! I saw it! Yay! And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give it some thought. I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. At least the accident was in a room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, the sphere cannot be related to the case. That is all. No, it was there. The only people who will accept this explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. Why are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of the murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case. The crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? It's natural to suggest it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. Which is the exact same reason which he reviewed this ridiculous sketch. No. What? You mean I'm the killer? No way! All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in the same way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case. Oh crap. That's it. She makes a valid point. When did it appear? There is no evidence that at least the accident left has a connection for that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven that it had been dropped before the victim was killed. It's dropped before the victim was killed. Then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Oh, crap! Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Yes? Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. Just simply prove it. That's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's what the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. How could it have been dropped? Secret sauce. Oh, these. Huh. I'll prove that the crystal sphere is better linked to solving the case. You'll do what? Without looking in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered. That should come as no surprise, because right now I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. I don't know what to do. I'm frigged. I'm frigged. I ready to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. This murder. Okay, which is it? Because I need the room before discovered. Near this crime. Taking the rate. Nope. Dropped before the murder. That we saw right here. Okay, I'm going to take a wild guess. This one! Your response, Miss Von Karma? Shit. Shit. Okay. Nope. So. The time of the murder and when the crystal sphere was dropped. Okay. The time of the murder was between 10... Loss? Was between 10 and 11. Something before 10 p.m. Something before 10. Receive before the lights. Spirit. It's not the staff. But what is it? Wait. Okay. I have an idea. I have one slight idea. One... Okay. Snow... has reached approximately... that. Murder happened at between 10 and 11. So... it was snowing at some point. The weather report... or the ball itself. These are the last two ones. If not, half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge, the night of the crime. Wait, I know. I know why it was dropped before the crime. Because the crime photo shows that there's no snow on the victim. So that means whatever was dropped before has snow. So... the ball. I need to find proof that the latter happened first. The ball itself. It was the ball itself. Here! Yes! Okay! That took some thinking! This crystal sphere was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, it would have been game over. Well, I would have been game over, but... I somehow actually used my noggin. Somehow. The snow would have totally covered it. Yeah, that's all I need to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing. Even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing. On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there was no snow on the victim's body. Ah! Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder! What? What?! Okay. Order, order, order! On the night of the murder, the victim didn't need to go to the Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose. What would it could have been? The sphere, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. The murder didn't take place in the Hazakota Temple courtyard? Only a fool would suggest that such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness. Just who is a fool, and which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakota Temple courtyard. Nope. That's not exactly true, now is it? To point out more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. That's the same thing! Nope. No, it isn't. You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost. At the moment of the blade's insertion, if you want to talk about what most blood would be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding. I'm forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. At least the accident body was found in Hazakota Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakota Temple. You mean to suggest someone else carried the body all that way? I've made it this far, the only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of events is also perfectly plausible. Ah, shit. Oh, shit! Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazak... Oh. Wait. How was it carried? Okay. Let's stop and think about this for 1 second. So what we talked about up now with this bridge is that Iris was supposedly flying, but it also turned out that it was in fact at least Dioxinum that was flying. So here! No, that isn't it. I'm on the wrong track here. I need to charge on through this, even if it makes things look bad for my client. Mr. Edgeworth, stop giving me the evil eye for a mistake for your making. Shit! The tracks. Oh! Show the method by which the victim carried the tracks photo. Here! Fine, I'll do that. On that snowy night, there was one way that the body could have been moved. The snowmobile. Ah! As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. Thank you, wonderful noob, for actually helping me get this. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could also have been used to carry a body. Order, order, order! Dar! This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? No. You're too late, Francisco von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that the case requires further investigation. What? Where was the victim, Elise Dioxinum, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. True this, so that is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Edgy, thank you. That settles it, then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Grr! Grr! Did he give us an insult? He gave us an insult. Grr. Right. I seem to have finally fulfilled my part in this. It's just as I thought. Francisco von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There is one reason and one reason alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what this is all about? You could have just told me from the very beginning. I would have... Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about you, what you are here to do. This is my chance to finally grind you under my heel. A shame that your chance seemed to have slipped you by. What a shame. Frenzy! This is all your fault! Such a terrible witness. Ow! Oh! Oh! I demand satisfaction! I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we'll gather in this very courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on a thorough investigation by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, right? Court is now adjourned. And thank you, wonderful noob, for that last save. Ah! February 9th, 3:43 a.m. Hottie Clinic Intensive Care Unit. What? I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, MFA, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here, this isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling in Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. I ended up catching a cold and seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. Same! The tree! Yes. But I will recover! I will recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me from him, somehow. Ah, dang it. There goes the bridge. February 9th, 2:43 p.m., Dusky Bridge. Right, are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? No! No! You still look a little green in the face. Kawa ga midori data. Maybe a Viridian and an artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102 degrees. Nothing to worry about it. Cough, cough, cough. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of the contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shishiso did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat. Don't eat the coat. It's not edible. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. Heh, that's probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying an old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is? Our client's background, naturally. Iris? You mean Iris, sir. She's not Dahlia? I have a feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. I pulled a Hamlet out of the stage. Guess I should get moving, too. Why? Don't you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I gotta get back to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across the other side. Ack, that's right, Maya is still stuck on the inner temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. Cough, cough. Cough, 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 cough. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? You can never have a job. Yes, I'm eating vitamin C. Hang in there, Maya. I'll get you out, I promise. In the meantime, I gotta continue collecting evidence. That's all I can do. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. What's money? If memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. Which he never is. Never about the going in a different location. Yeah, I was feeling sick as shit, like right, last night. I know what it's like. Blah, 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 blah. No. No. 20 yards to that cliff over there. Can't see the inner temple from here. Mine is okay. Dusky Bridge. Really more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. That kidnapping incident happening here 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed too. Bad things are likely to happen. And I have a single private phone line. And there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. Really wish I had brought my cell phone with me. I really wish smartphones were a thing in the future, even though they're not. Alright. Where to? Why? How? What? Where? When? When were I out? Come on, please, it's for art's sake, I swear! The only one guy I know who could use this persistent and high-strung. Larry, I'm talking about the heroine here, the heroine in my book. I'll make you famous. Ah! Enough! A fool's who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. That's, what the hell? Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? There are many different ways you could use the term fool, as whether it's an adjective, a pronoun, or a noun, or a verb. Dear God, use the fool in every sense of the grammatically correct word. Huh? Me? Wait a second, ow! Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up, and you want to grill me over our name? Francie, you can't do that! Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? I thought it was, don't beat a dead horse. No, it's not, and I'm off the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book. Francie's whippity whip trip. Dear God. Gah! Before you ask me to model, learn to give a semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone else says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh! Just like that dude with the red underwear. What? Which dude with the red underwear? I don't know what you mean. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when I come crawling back to apologize. Off he goes. All because he couldn't get through Francisca. Amazing how little has changed with you in the past year. Dear God. Past year, Phoenix Wright. You love to refer to me, Francisca von Karma. What is up with you? Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Exciting my perfection when record, naturally. Oh, joy! Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I am Francisca von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Francisca was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was a legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he is gone from this world. Because I frickin' put the nail in him. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright. Uh-oh. You will fall before me, this I promise. But it will be for my sake and not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. Today's trial. And the truth, I was shocked. Because I stuck my finger in a plug socket. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading defense. Little brother? Edgeworth. Come to think of it. Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said that this case has special significance to you. Because it does. Why? That is precisely why I am here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Ow! No smirking! No whipping the sick! What foolishly fool, doing such a foolish favor for such a foolish fool! Edgeworth, making no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing and one thing only, to pulverize you. Or you're gonna have to get like level 86 strength on RuneScape to do that one on me. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some Cold Killer X, you know? What happened? I went over to the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph, of every last page, of every last book, of every last author, of... Ah! All the ridiculous things you did make very interesting, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge. Do you even consider the dangers? No! No! The only thought in my mind is, I have to get across. I have to go get Maya. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. What? Why? Come shoot steady and let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya. She's gotta be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened in the internet that night. Because the developer says so. Okay. What do I need to do? Where do I go? What is my objective? I don't know. I have to look it up. Quaint little bell. Never thought. Never sang the bell at night. This is snowmobile. Love the... Ha! Still thinking small, I see Phoenix Wright, or perhaps not at all. That's why you'll never defeat me. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't ever recall losing to you. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with the one final showdown. Looks like she mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. Dear God. You can see the main all blah 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 blah. Ow! enjoy causing other people pain. That sharp tongue of yours is nothing compared to the pain you cause. Leather whip of yours. Oops. No. Nah, I saw something here. There's one impressive gate. Compared to the grandeur and the main gate of the Von Karma estate, it's but a pet door. It looks really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think? All that snow don't make me laugh. This is but a light dusting where I come from. Don't make things up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself. What? Alright, I gotta move. I gotta groove. I gotta do stuff. Has a quarter temple mean horror? Mean horror? That was one long sigh. There she is. Sister Bikini. My. I didn't know you're here. How are you doing? Wahahahaha. You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise, now that I think about it, There's an acolyte stuck in the inner temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, don't you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She has been since the morning after the incident. Pearls, she's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Why? How? For what reason? Iris, I must be getting old. I think I have seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I never. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pulling the sword out of Mystic Elite that night. I'm certain of it. At least, I wasn't until this morning. I don't see any Cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. Just like Iris, just like Matt and Guard before he lied his face off. Why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white foot fluttering. I felt like I might start flying myself. I might have to shut this down in a few minutes because I need to take a break. Because I'm tired. When I saw the man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is terrible and nothing else. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing, that they both didn't see what they think they saw. Inner temple. On the night of the incident, you met Iris in the inner temple. Is that correct? That's right. I'm sure it was Iris. But Iris claims she was in the room in the Hazakata temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. Because you did. Maya was stuck by herself in the inner temple. I'm so sorry. The drafts in the place are nothing but to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. Because Game of Thrones made that very well apparent. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. We've got to get Maya out of there fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. The area on the other side of the Dexy Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island? How so? Well, the only thing that on that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal will be trapped there should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as that bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there with the murderer, and there's no way of escape either. Oh dear! Yes, I suppose it does. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind asking. Oh, you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? Why would you mention measurements? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Dixon. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size or her bust size for that matter. Why? No, I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My. You make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. No, you do that! Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I noticed you always refer to Miss Dixon as Mystic Elise. Oh? Yes. Now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address all of her as Mystic. It makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must know and respect your elders, you know? How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Oh, you were lying to my face! Like everyone else! Why does everyone lie to my face? It seems Mr. Lacey Exodum was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Misty Exodum on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all but gotta be connected somehow. Oh, you lied to my face! Stop lying to my face! Pearl, why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. I know I'm worried, and I don't ever try to keep it together. Oh man, my head's throbbing so bad it's killing me. Pearls, she was with the Misty... The accident on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. You didn't care about a little girl, but you had a temple to run. Okay. I didn't see the little darling even once we finished eating dinner. The murder didn't take place in front of her innocent eyes, did it? She would be fracking traumatized! According to the detective, she hasn't turned up in her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place where girls could be. She just has to be out there. Come on, come shoot. I'll tell you you're done with the repair soon. I don't know what to do. Courtyard. Ugh. And we're back out here. This is where her sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand. Maybe there has to be some clues that yet to be found. Like what? Where and why? The Shishitsu! The Shishitsu was their Misakami's right hand. And it was proven in court today it wasn't on the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Ladder. Main gate on the other side of the stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep the hillside is, and that's also the height of the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Possible that Misty Exodum was pushed from the top of the wall. Skis. They get quite a bit of snow up here. Around here, skis aren't just for fun, they're a tool for getting around. But the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. The frackin' sled. What's up here? This little thing. There are a few of those stone lanterns scattered across the courtyard. What the city glare could be with, I imagine they would be a lot brighter. Guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. The footprint? Why is it not letting me look at the footprint? The staff. The Exodum staff. Definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. Guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of the dusky bridge, but... what was it doing all the way out there? Is that everything I need to look at? Yes, no. Am I not looking at anything else? No. Okay. I guess that's it. Time to head on out. Oh. What? Hey! What was that jarring, inconsiderably loud yell? So this is where you've been, keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well. I will come along with you and... sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to the people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what I mean. Ah! Aww, the Whipper Girl is back. It's been a while, Scruffy. It's Miss Vacarba! Whipped to the ground. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control by whipping the guy to the ground. Because feminist power is so freaking awesome. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to do. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you, Jamie, dreaming about Phoenix Wright? Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence! I, Francisca von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you'll follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? It almost kind of reminds me of Uncle Phil. When he was telling Will, he's like, silence! Okay, so the bridge is fixed. That means I can cross. That definitely means I can cross. So I can now cross. Oh wait, I haven't been to Heavenly Hall yet, so... I'm gonna search every possible area. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Larice! I sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Nah, he's not there, never mind. Alright. The Inner Temple Gate. February 9th, Inner Temple Gate. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick. That voice. Is that Pearls? That is Pearls! Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! So you were here ever since last night. I was so lonely I thought I was gonna die. When I woke up in the morning, I saw Dusty Bridge was gone. I realized I was all alone. She was all alone. Was she? It must have been very, very trying for you, little girl. I'm Francisco von Karma, the Prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. From one little girl to the next. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong. You're so mean, I'll never forgive you. It looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Yow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Wow, Mystic Maya! Hey, Pearls, she just ran off. That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearls acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I guess I better take a look since I finally got the chance, especially since something about this place seems different than 2 days ago. Like what? What is so different about this place? Like, wait. What is so different? These? Look at all the Buddhist statues lined up in the path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings... Why don't you ask her for the next time? You know, well, I think I will. Probably slap you for prying in her private affairs. The incinerator? There's a weird smell coming from the incinerator. The door is almost open, begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clues is connected here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Francisco von Karma? I seem to remember... What? That the incinerator was closed? There was snow on the incinerator for the first time I saw it. And the wire... In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's important to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. And I also noticed something else was off. Like, there was a wire connecting this. Phoenix Wright! What? And when you stop calling me by full name? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know? Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire is tied, probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way it was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright! But I didn't say anything. You can see Dusty Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross the piece of ropes on wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, Phoenix, when you say Phoenix Wright. Okay, I need... What else am I looking at? It's gotta be... Right? There's a little gate that leads to a garden. It says no entry on the sign. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's halfway open anyways. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say, whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? Because this is my United States of whatever! The sign says Inner Temple. I don't know why you're reading the comments, so I can't read it yet. Getting comprehension is a very good idea to happen. She looks like she's happy to finally caught me on something. Because a Republican always wants to get an aha moment. This must be the door that leads to the Inner Temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. Who do some training? You could do some training yourself, Phoenix, right? Ow! You're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. Okay, I gotta move. Somewhere. Where? I don't know. Here. Go. What? There's a couple things off about this. I don't remember there being a lock, like a literal psych lock on that door. And that picture to the right. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya. She was supposed to be in here training, yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago either. This whole room is really giving off a strange vibe. Wafer thin mattresses. I'm sorry, Phoenix Wright. Wafer thin? Yeah, you know, thin like wafer, in other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things in these mattresses. I guess you must say wafer thick or something back in Germany? Not about mattresses. Certainly not. Then what would you describe? It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything! I am above the law! Yeah, you can do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. It was changed. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside the cavern. Never seen quite a lock quite like this before. I have! I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a cyclone. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. And this! What do you think this yellowish poster is? I think it is this, but it's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... which looked like this, but now it's like this. A woman? I haven't seen any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in the room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. Gravy. What's the matter? The scroll has been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes. There's something appetizing smell in the air. The gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had on the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? It was obscured by gravy. What took you so long? I thought you'd even manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite. That was up to a gumshoe, not me. Prosecutor Godot. I didn't know you were here. I guess I don't have to wait for Godot anymore, because Samuel Beckett has really done it. Alright, prosecutor. How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Ha! I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You're the worst, very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She is the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Ha! Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, Princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. What? You're dealing with the big boys now? What is this, Prince of Egypt? Just who do you think you are? This case is mine. Hey, Philly, know your role. And shut your mouth. I can't stand women. Hola, amigos! I think Godot is saying, know your role and shut your hole. I'm only gonna say this once. Lady von Wippenberg, go home. Phoenix Wright! What are you hitting me for? Ha. You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've got something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind this mask of his. Something from behind the mask? Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? From behind the mask. Alright, what do we have? Why didn't you show? I have some important business, that's why you weren't in court. What was it? I told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite? I've experienced something most have not. Death. Really? You died? Of course. Being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say, modern medicine allows us to live to a ripe old age, even someone like me. So you mean, that mask you wear is This ugly device, I promise, is not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. Just got back from watching Twitch. Oh, how's that going? My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk body going on a regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, that's right. You should know all about it. You know, when my life ended and who ended it for me. Who? Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know. What are you talking about? Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. It all became clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Can't undo? Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What do you mean by that? The inner temple here on the side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And how you know about that? Good! Lots of spammers spamming! Because people up to shit talk everywhere! Shit talk everywhere! And I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Who? Missing? As the leader of this search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which are standing right here. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched the cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with a search player right now? You must have blinders on, oh my... The Equestrian Angel, don't you see that big lock on the chains? It's a trick lock. Making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you. What? Who? Once again? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. 2 years ago? Because of me. And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia Fey? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one kiss I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught. But that won't bring her back. Well, boy! Well, no, but you were there with her that time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well, then I say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't censored mine to death. No. Trick lock. What is this particular looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be simple a matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excess force used to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and the Sacred Cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well, then I dare suggest the obvious solution of opening it with a key? Ha! Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. How the hell do you open the lock? Girls are the lock, and boys are the key. What? There's no keyhole? There's no key? Dear God, what does this mean? That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? And what person who set this lock is the one who can open it? Then who was it? Simple, the accused. How do you know? What, Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the Sacred Cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder, no exception. Maya Fey was the training in there. Mr. Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said something Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I'm ready for her to be brought in here now. Iris is the only person who can open the lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang in the Maya, we'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait! Godot! How sure are you about my are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better start pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Truth. Listen up, Wright. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Never! What? And then he disappears. Just like that. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Like what? I don't know. I never know. I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone talking to himself, but where's that come from? It's Larry. No, it's Gumshoe. I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ah, my brain is driving me nuts. Ah! Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. Why you gotta be so rude? It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. Whoosh! Ah! So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? You can tell me. How do you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How do you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can go through that little gate there, okay? Why? You mean that one that says no entry on it? I am kind of already stuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? Why can't I go in there? What's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? What kind of garden like garden? A garden? Yeah. Anyways, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you. I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? I was about to say the same thing. Well, I'll see you later. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course. What else will we do? Really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Back to my shenanigans. Yes! The garden. What is in the garden? I will find out what is this. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about it. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? A Von Karma will always show up wherever there's a clue. Yeah, I gotta go. Bye! Okay. Bye. Where's the clue? And there are plenty of clues to be found here. Really? But what? What is this on the ground? What is this over here? What is this? And what is this? Oh, I will look at this thing right over here. A little lantern. A little statue. Certainly a quaint little garden. Oh! What is this huge bowl over here? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice on the bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if there's any impact on the case. Well... I triggered lull, but still I gotta go yields out stream. Okay. No worries. I doused my face earlier with the water in this, so I was getting kind of sleepy. Jar! Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Huh. That looks like a flask on the ground. Lanterns. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, it looks... I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think of these things lit up at the time, I guess. What the heck is that? Oh, no. Spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Ah, shit. Did my phone die? My phone died. Shit. My phone died! Before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer your question, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Why is Maya's name... Wait. Huh. This ground... Well, it's odd. There's no stone on the ground here. And it's almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No, it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my man and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you just between the three of us. What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone. Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of a local wrestling contest, CC. I was so disappointed I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it. Gah! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what the reason could have been. Why was the snow cleared away? For what reason? Okay, I just need to ask a question. The investigation. So, how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? And what is the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. What? What do you mean? That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there are a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. The stone lantern, the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. I've got the lab boys to look them over. The results were, it's basically hard to say, actually. I guess it's better looking into it. Maya. Yeah. But Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else on it. It could have disappeared on the side of the Dusty Bridge. All you can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth. He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she's the only one who can open the door to the secret cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. I just don't even expect any good news. It is a little over an hour and I need to relax. I spoke to Mr. Edgeworth, sounded so down, I felt like it was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Okay, one more and then I'll save it. Maya. So these letters are written in blood? Yeah. What's worse is it's the victim's blood. Huh? This is Deoxynum's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's definitely looking that way. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright. I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down? You know that. It's really bothering me too. I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. No. Anyways, we really want a logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Deoxynum wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking, that's impossible. From the writing on the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of the Miss Elise Deoxynum's murder. At least that's our current theory of how the events took place. What? True crime scene. So Miss Elise Deoxynum was killed here? However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard of the main temple was... Well, what was it? If it wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? Well, what do you think of Mr. Kama? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? But wait a second, the bloody writing on all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set it all up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burnt out. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. And with that, I need to relax and take a break because I'm feeling as sick as shit as Phoenix Wright. Alright, I gotta go. Thank you for joining. Alright, I'll try to start up another live stream later. Alright, bye!